Well. What the final 5 games we might be set up for here. Carlisle United 3, Newport 2. Carlisle fight back in a fantastic performance. A fantastic comeback against Newport after being 2-0 down. And Carlisle United, is there hope to slipping back in a little bit? Is it maybe something to cling on to if I say, if we beat Morecambe on Saturday, Accrington lose to Tranmere, and then we were to beat Accrington and Morecambe lose to Salford, and neither of the team better the result when we play Port Vale, we will be 2 points behind with 2 games to go. Wow. A big if, but 2-0 down, did anyone see us coming back to win 3-2? I don't think so. George Kelly, absolutely fantastic. I have slated him for weeks. I even said on Tuesday night that he offers nothing to this team, but God, he shut me up today. Absolutely fantastic striking performance from George Kelly, in the right place at the right time. He got himself a brace as well, which is even better, but he was always in that right position. I thought the entire team played quite well today. There's still a couple of question marks about certain people, of course. Hopefully Archie Davis is okay. You could clearly see he'd pulled up. So fingers crossed that's nothing serious and he can get back into the side. I'm a big fan of Stephen Wern. Big fan of him. I think he could be a real top player for us going forward. And, I mean, overall, a massive improvement on Tuesday. I mean, I don't think that was hard. I did compare us to a bunch of under 10s on Tuesday, but we looked, there was a bit more fight, there was a bit more passion, you need that. And 5 games to go, 2 at home, 3 away. We've got Morecambe, which is a winnable game if we play. And when I say a winnable game, we have to play like we did today, minus, of course, conceding the 2 goals. But, we got Morecambe, which is a winnable game. We got Port Vale, which, who knows what Port Vale's going to show up at Brunton Park. You could potentially get a point out of that. You've got Accrington were terrible when they came to Brunton Park earlier in the season. You've then got Cheltenham. I know it's not, it's a game where you may be looking that you could get points, and then Salford, I mean anything can happen again. Salford always seem to beat us at Brunton Park, and we always beat them down in the Peninsula, but, Salford, it's not a team that should scare you in any means. But looking at the game, we had more shots in 13 minutes than we did on Tuesday, which I thought was interesting. But I thought we actually started the game quite well. We seemed to keep possession, have a bit more confidence in our play. I don't know if that's just us being at home or whatnot, but we seemed to control the play for the large spell of that first half. There was a low-driven shot from Sean Fasai, who's looking fantastic, may I add. Maybe I may be being a bit thing by saying we were fantastic and everyone's fantastic, but in the game, he looked really good. He looked really lively. He looked physically fit in the game, which is weird because he was completely frozen out just like about a month ago. But he played well, and then Kadeem Harris. I mean, he's quality, isn't he? But he had a curling effort that just went over the bar. But then Newport came into the game very quickly, and Newport came into the game very quickly. He got 2 goals in about 2 minutes. It was a frustrating one. They scored in the 26th minute and then in the 28th minute. The first goal, just a very simple through ball, plays their man through, and the shot goes underneath Gabriel's, and I know that a lot of people don't want to give him criticism because he's one of our own and everything, but it's been a few times now that same shot just seems to go right through him. But they took the lead for that. It was a frustrating one. It was so easy, just that one through ball and the shot on the end of it. And then a couple of minutes later, I mean, it's absolutely superb goal from their play. It's about 30 odd yards out, puts it right into the top corner. Fantastic goal from their lad there, to be fair. So not too fussed about the second goal. The first goal was worse. To concede the second goal was just, it's a fantastic finish. But you were really looking then, how are we going to come back into this game? I didn't think I thought we were dead and buried. In fact, I was actually messaging someone during the game and literally said the words, "That's us dead and buried." But then a brilliant ball into Stephen Wern. I'm not sure who played the ball, but Wern takes it and he drives forward and a brilliant little through ball to Georgie Kelly. He's weighted it perfectly, and Kelly with a real strike and finish just to put it into the bottom. Just not too much power. Not enough. It's a very simple finish, but it's a striker's finish, is what I would call it. And it's a good finish, and it makes it 2-1. And then we went in just before half time. Feels like and Stephen Wern won a 2-on-2 attack, and we just couldn't. The pass was just too much for Stephen Wern, and we couldn't make that count, which was a little bit disappointing. You maybe look back on that. A bit of composure or something. You're probably not going to look back on that now that we won the game, but if we didn't win the game, you're probably looking at that. But it was unfortunate. But we started the second half a little bit sloppy, to be fair. I thought Newport came out a bit more feisty than we did, and there was a fantastic last-ditch tackle by Aaron Hayden in that first sort of 5 minutes of the first half. And then there was a good hold-up play by George Kelly. Knocks it down to Josh Vella. Vella's shot, unfortunately, just at the goalkeeper. And he couldn't really make it count, which was unfortunate because I thought again Josh Vella had a pretty decent game. I thought he was passionate without going overboard and getting booked and things in the tackles, etc. Your typical sort of Josh Vella moments. But then I'm not really sure what's happened. It's come off MacArthur. It's then come off Terrell Thomas. It's come off Fasai, and it's fell to the feet of George Kelly. No idea how it's ended up there, but guess what? Don't care. Another striker's finish from George Kelly, just to nudge it into the back of the net past the goalkeeper to make it 2-2. And it was great to see someone get a brace. It was actually, I believe it's the first time since 2015 we've come from 2-0 down, which was a game against Luton, I believe, with Charlie Wyke, Jabo Iberia and Asamoah on the score sheet in the 4-3 win, I should say. But it was good to see, and then there was a brilliant bit of play from Charlie MacArthur. I mean, he's not a left back, I know that, but a fantastic touch, and the cross comes into the box, and unfortunately there's just no one on the end of it, which is unfortunate. Stephen Wern had a good opportunity, and that was blocked out for a corner. Then Aaron Hayden sort of scuffed a shot, and Dennis couldn't just get on the end of it, which was unfortunate. Then there was a good save from Breeze, and then MacArthur volleys it across our box, and then it's another good save from Gabe Breeze. Terrell Thomas had a chance which was blocked wide for corners, and at this point Carlisle had 4 attackers on the pitch, which was very interesting to see. We moved Wern into centre midfield. We had Bevan, Hugel, Kelly and Matty Dennis on the pitch all at the same time, and then Joe Hugel gets a free kick. Bit disappointed Joe Hugel didn't start. I thought he looked sharp in front of goal against Chesterfield in the opportunity he got. I mean, and he's come on and made a difference in the game, so that's absolutely fair. But he's took the free kick. He's quite a distance out. He sort of just looped it under the wall, and it's hit the post. And then I must say, brilliant play from Callum Whelan to keep it alive with the ball into the box. And a bit like the first one with Kelly, I have absolutely no idea how it has come to Aaron Hayden, but it has came to Aaron Hayden. And Aaron Hayden has withheld, the challenge from their defender and managed to sneak into the back of the net. For Carlisle United's third, which is the first time we've scored 3 since Peterborough away last year. But yeah, that was it. Carlisle 3, Newport 2. We held on in the game and we got 3 points. Takes it to 8 points to safety with 5 games to go. 8 points to safety with 15 points to come. Well, to play for. Could be a fun few weeks. If not, it's gonna make Morecambe very interesting. If we lose next week, then we are done. And there is a part of me that thinks we're done anyway, but we'll have that little sliver of hope, shall we? But I think if we lose next week, we are done. But the opportunity's there for the taking at Morecambe next week, in front of a sold-out away end. And yeah, it should be a good one. But Carlisle win. Carlisle score 3. Georgie Kelly has arrived. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching this video. I've been CUFC. The Morecambe 5-minute preview will be live later on this week. I didn't get a Newport one out because I was just a little bit too busy, unfortunately. So there will be a Morecambe one back to normal. There will also be a Carlisle catch-up this week. And then, of course, I'll see you in Morecambe.